Let's get ready to rumble!
Okay.
Hello and welcome to Common Running Mistakes. Cameron Garber here and Melody Bateman. We are at this beautiful location here with the waterfall behind us. We're up Waterfall Canyon here in Ogden. One of my favorite hikes. Pretty easy to get to. A little slippery right now, but it's all worth it to see some of these big chunks of ice fall down.
Easy to get to if you have traction, not
Right.
like Adam here.
Yeah,
Came up
our
here on
cameraman is in just like street shoes, so that's good. It's good. But we want to talk about a common running mistake that we see a lot with people. It's called streaking. No, it's a part of it, but not having a plan with your running is the mistake. And so we were talking about that earlier today, how everybody's talking about on the Facebook groups about streaking. Totally fine to do, and we're not talking about running around naked. Streaking as in getting a bunch of successive days of, you'll get arrested. Or you'll have to run really early in the morning. It's still dark out. But if you do that,
You'll see.
be careful. You definitely don't want to get arrested. No, so running successive days or other things like that, there's a lot of trends like that. What are some of the others that I'm missing? That are
Well, there's streaking. There's lots of like Strava challenges, and Strava challenges are great. But if the challenge doesn't fit in with your training, then it isn't necessarily great. So,
Yeah, exactly. Well, so another one is like we had a patient just the other day that wanted to run 2020 and 2020, which is totally fine, right? I have no problem with that, and you can still do good things. Oh, my watch wants to save.
Oh no, mine is doing it too.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. But the thing is if it's not part of a specific plan, if you're not really training in a specific way, you're definitely going to run into some issues, or potentially, I guess I shouldn't say definitely, potentially going to run into some issues where your training doesn't really match what your goals are, or your training leads to injury or things like that. And so running a streak or running, kind of for social reasons without having a specific plan sometimes gets us in trouble as a runner.
And if that is why you run, if that's like the point of running for you is the challenges and to just like get out and run with your friends, and there's nothing wrong with it. But if you're training for games and if you're training for a specific race, that's not necessarily the best way to do it. It actually can be harmful. Streaking and these challenges and trying to get a certain number of miles every year, that shouldn't be how you are training.
Right. So again, fine if that's what you want to do and that's why you're running, but it's not necessarily the best way to train for something. So sometimes some of the social events with running can sabotage what we're really training for. It's kind of what we're saying. And so not that any of those things are bad, and if that's what motivates you to keep going, great. But it's kind of like running races every weekend. That's another one that I see when there actually are races. And people wind up getting slower and slower and more beat up because they're racing every weekend. And it's fine to do a race frequently as long as you're doing them as just your long run and you're really taking them easy and stuff. And they're part of your plan. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're racing every single race, that's just too much on your body.
Yeah, it just beats you up. And so definitely that's a common running mistake we see is kind of getting into some of the social traps that are really fun, but can sabotage what you're trying to train for.
Yeah. So find a balance. If you're training for something and you don't you don't have to give up all the social fun things and the fun challenges. Do them, but find a balance. Maybe you just need to do them a little bit less. If you want help figuring out how to schedule your training, contact us. Comment below, send us a message. We'd love to answer your questions and help you out with that.
Definitely. So like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff so you can get the rest of our common running mistakes videos. But definitely reach out to us in any way, and we'd love to help you get your plan in place so that you can make sure that you crush your goals this year. Thanks so much. We'll catch you on the next video.